Good morning, guys. It's Infusion Day. Happy Wednesday.
Remember, it's the simple things in life. Either it does or doesn't feel right. It's the simple things in life. Come on, baby, let's ride.
So, your girl tried to go to sleep. I probably dozed off by 2. I was up by 3:30. In pain, couldn't get comfortable. My body hurt so bad. And so I got up, sit in the living room, watch TV, had a Pop-Tart, went back to sleep, and my alarm went off at 8:30. So your girl is tired, and I'm just really praying that this infusion works. Like, I just don't feel like myself. Like, I know I've had, a rough, few months, but it's just a different feeling in my body, and I think that epidural, but I don't know, my body hurts to touch everything. So I'm about to, I guess it's 9:30. I'm about to get in the shower, and then I have to call the hospital at 10 o'clock to have them pull my medication. And I'll bring you guys along when I do that. So I will be back.
Switchboard, how can I direct your call?
Can I have the infusion center, please?
1 second. Infusion, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Etheredge. I'm calling to have my benlysta pulled.
Okay. Your appointment is 11 o'clock, right?
Yes.
You want to have your medicine ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your nurse is Teresa, and I'll let her know.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. It's dress down Wednesday for me. Well, I never dress up for real, but I'm just rocking our team shirt. And these are like sweatpants, but they're not like heavy, because I don't care. I literally been looking inside of my the drawer in the closet, trying to figure out where I can sit you guys. I'm gonna take my flexi rods out so I can talk to you guys. See, I'm trying to prop you guys up while I take my flexi rods out. Since I really don't do a whole lot of vlogging at home, I'm seeming to always be in the car. But yeah, that's all I do to keep my curls halfway there for a few days at least. And after probably 3 days, then I get tired of doing this. But the hubby's birthday is Saturday. He will be 56 or 55. I'm gonna make him a cake. There he is. I'm just vlogging. So all I do is when I do it, I just comb but I don't comb through the curls. Just kind of run my fingers through it. My scalp is still burning. I'm gonna try this ISO Plus castor oil. It's like a grease. It's a scalp conditioner. I used to use this brand. Well, it was the one with the blue when I was younger, because I had so many scalp issues. So I'm hoping maybe this will kind of cool my scalp a little bit. If not, I do have the olive oil that I can use, but I rather prefer the olive oil you cook with. I don't know, something about this just doesn't seem right. It doesn't work as good as the other olive oil. For oil sheen, I normally do the olive oil ORS oil sheen, and that just gives your hair shine. I'm not going to use it today because it's okay, and I'm trying to prevent putting too much of natural type stuff in my hair, just to try to see what's going on. But that's the hair. Let's see if I can turn around. Can you see? But at least my hair is cute, because right now my face is horrible. Like, I'm gonna ask for a pillow today because I don't have the strength. It's really a struggle. So I'm just trying to be comfortable, not trying to whatever with clothes I don't feel like being bothered with today. So time for my morning. So that, you know, I was thinking, like, a lot of people, when I posted like my medicine and I said, oh, it's a meal, I remember when I, like, before my diagnosis, how much meds I was on, because doctors were trying to figure things out. At one point I was on over 20 medications, or like taking 20 pills a day. And when I was working part-time, I had full benefits, but I had to take short-term disability for I had a spinal cord stimulator put in, and I just couldn't recover from it. And so they pretty much called me to say, you know, you got to come back to work because you're you know, up on time, or we're going to have to let you go. And that was so hard because I never been let go from a job. And I now look back at a lot of times that I was absent a lot throughout my years of working, because I could never bounce back from the simple things. But the next day after being let go, that's when I found out I had lupus. And I didn't have any insurance for like a whole year. And I had to pray and just say, God, I can't afford this medication. You're going to have to just help me because I'm about to stop it. And he did. And I was able to come off so much stuff. But like, I felt so bad, like, being on all those medications. And sometimes you just wonder, like, you know, they help, but the harm that they do on the backside, and it's like you're in a catch-22. Is it worth taking it? Don't take it. You just don't know. So you have to just trust in God to know that, you know, he's covering your doctors while they give you these prescriptions, and that, you know, they will help you. But I will come back. All right, guys, so we're off to the hospital. Say good morning. No, you didn't say good morning.
Hey, y'all.
Say good morning.
Morning.
So we're off, and I will come back once I've made it there. So guys, it's 12:18. I'm waiting. They're trying to reach my doctor because the computer said because I've had a procedure that they have to notify the doctor to see if I can have my infusion. My appointment was for 11. I've had both before and never had issues, so I don't know. So, still waiting. 12:42. Finally get the okay from my doctor. And now they have issues with my Metaport. I'm in so much pain. I'm tired. I did not take my pain medicine because I thought I would be done by now. Or almost done. Hey guys, so I just got back home. It's 3:30. I'm finna put my flexi rods back, and I'm very exhausted. I'm in pain. My appointment was for 11 o'clock. I waited an hour and a half. It was actually took them 2 hours to get my approval from my doctor because they have a new system that if you had any kind of procedure or surgery, you have to have the okay from a doctor. Which she was like, does your doctor know? I was like, well, I didn't tell her because, you know, I get epidurals a lot and I've never had to not do it unless I was on antibiotics, and then I would reschedule. So she kept calling, waiting for them to call her back. They never call her back. And then she was like, well, they're at lunch. And I was like, well, they don't even close for lunch because my doctor works 4 days a week and they normally just, you know, eat on the go. So pretty much, I ended up calling the doctor probably 3 or 4 times. Just kept pressing options till I got a live person on the phone. And the girl was like, we never got a call about you. Who did you know? I said, I don't know who she talked to, but you can talk to her. So finally they got the okay for me to have my benlysta. And that was probably at an hour and 45-minute point. So then my original nurse got tied up and asked a new nurse to do my Metaport access and to give me my pre-meds. Whew, I'm out of breath. So, of course, everyone knows I've talked about this, and for the new subbies, you may not know, I have a Metaport and I have a keloid scar. I have a keloid scar because I had to get 2 Metaports within a month's time. So the scar keloid over, so there's a lot of scar tissue. Sorry. So she's, you know, pressing down, and at this point, like, I was so upset and aggravated that I didn't reapply. My hands are swollen. Could barely get my ring off. Where is I at? Okay, she could barely, you know, she was feeling, and I was like, okay, whatever, we'll just see if the numbing cream is still there. She stuck me twice. and did not get it. I think on my Instagram I said getting stuck twice, but really I got stuck 3 times. Because she was just trying her hardest to make it work, and it wouldn't work. So she calls the other nurse over. So it's once again, I'm waiting. So the other nurse, she got it. Took her a little bit. Like, she didn't have to stick me more than once. It was just tricky because every time I go now, it's like worse with my the site. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat, y'all. I'm so tired. But anyway, so she finally got it. And then my pre-meds had to go. And then, it was just taking forever. And I was like, I just want to go home and go to sleep. I'm in so much pain because I didn't take my pain medicine before I left. Because I wanted to, wait. Because normally I'm home by 1:30 at the latest. Normally. Or 2 at the latest. I don't know. And that didn't happen. So I'm like sitting there all uncomfortable because they have these recliners that are not comfortable whatsoever. I'm checking on my ham hocks for my cabbage, but I just put it on warm because I don't have the strength to even deal with that. Now it's lightning. I told my husband that it was supposed to be lightning and thunderstorms, but they still decided to have practice for the long jump kids. Because what they're having to do, we have to go to 2 different facilities to train for everything. So they do the long jump stuff in the day at 2:30, and then they go straight from there to the other track for practice. I think I'm gonna have some ham and toast. So the ham that I get is the Smithfield Anytime boneless ham. It's is a little bit better than getting like the other, sliced deli type whatever. But yeah, so I'm just tired, I'm aggravated, and I'm just ready to go to sleep. Like, I have no ounce of energy whatsoever left in me right now. So let me fix my food, and I'll come back with you guys after I take a nap. So my oxygen is good. I just laid down. I did eat. So I just took my second cell set for the day. Pain pill and muscle relaxer. I'm out of breath, even though it says my oxygen's fine, but it literally feels like something is sitting on my chest. My Raynaud's are acting up, so I have my electric blanket on the highest setting. Which last night I didn't, I wasn't feeling good, and I kept thinking I had a fever. My husband said I didn't feel, warm, so I didn't even take it. But like I said, today when I got there, my fever was 99.0, which is low grade. And she said that their protocol is to call the doctor if it's like 99.9 to see if they still want you to have the treatment. I'm just praying that the fever is just part of like the flare and the lupus, makeup. Because a lot of people do suffer when they have lupus. That's one of the things. They'll have unexplained fevers. So I may recheck it in about 15 or 20 minutes if I haven't fallen asleep. Because I just drank that water. Excuse me. So that's where we're at right now. So it's like really... the storm, and like it's not raining, it's just thundering and lightning really bad. Easter is content in her room on her tablet or phone, one of those devices, or her computer. She got all three. So she's content. I know she doesn't like lightning, but she has her headphones, so hopefully she really can't hear it. Because she just doesn't do well with stormy weather. But I'll come back. I just turned my ham hocks off because I had them on warm and I didn't want to mess anything up because I literally put them on right before we left. And on high, it would have took 3 hours, but I said no. Something just said put it on low, and I'm glad I did. So when I get up, I will cut the cabbage up and turn it back on high and let the cabbage cook for an hour, and that will be dinner. Still want my collard greens, but it is what it is. Can't find, I haven't went to a farmer's market, so since Walmart stuff was horrible. But just wanted to say thank you guys for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Have a lot of new content that I want to get out and start doing, more educational purposes, as well as a company that I'm working with. I'm trying to do some finalizing on that so I can share the good news with you guys. I've got to get busy on this month's recipient for the Lupus Smile Box. I have a list of people, and really I just pray about it and see what God leads me to who the person is. But everyone that's still on the list is very well deserving. So if you guys know someone that has autoimmune or lupus, and receives infusion type treatments, chemo, dialysis, comment below their name, or you can send me an email and I will put it across the screen. You can do that, or you can inbox me on my Instagram. You can DM me, and it's at SmilesBehindLupus.